strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think. Longing is the music of our sphere. The gift of life is never more or less. It starts at any time you like and ends in just a wink. Pass me the light, baby.
I just did the newbie trap. I did the newbie trap. I muted myself. So anyway, whakarongo my name is Elliot. It is my pleasure to be here in front of you today. Now, why am I doing this one? So I'm just going to put this up here. Sorry, I apologize. I know that the team sometimes want me to make sure I'm speaking in terms of TikTok. So, good evening, everyone. Glad that you're here with me today. Yes, as you know, Mm, I am coming through for a bit of an extraordinary sort of discussion. This one is just a bit of a quick one as well. As you know, I have now joined up and I'm going to be fighting hard for the New Zealand first team. And uh, I wasn't going to do a bit of a quick chat, a bit of a talanoa, but uh, let's just say I was on the mahi, so I was doing the work, and then my phone started blowing up hard, and it has still there's still stuff coming through. In fact, you probably can't hear it, but it keeps on bleeping, bleeping, bleeping. So I'm trying to get, okay, it's on vibrate, so it's vibrating, bleeping hard. That's fine. All right, so I thought I'd better come on and just sort of show up, make sure that I'm being accountable to the people of New Zealand. Now I'm speaking through here. This is going on X, YouTube, and Facebook, and I've got my TikTok crew here as well. So I'll be going back and forth. It's not going to be a long one, but I wanted to give any response to any of the crew who are out there who wanted just to even have a bit of a question or a bit of a point of comment to take note of. So as you know, yes, I'm going to be fighting for New Zealand first. The What's the reason? What's the passage? How did I get there? Trev, I sort of knew this was coming. Did you, Trev? What the? All good. And Mark, you made the cut. All good. And then Belushi has come on there with some claps. Thank you. Appreciate that one. I will follow up, and TikTok, I'm going to make sure I follow up there as well. Make sure I have a good live chat, because the TikTok lives have been going pretty fun and awesome. They go for hours. Sheesh, they go for hours. Why? Why have I joined with Indonesia First? Now, Hobbs Pledge, love it, and I'm enjoying it still, and I expect to continue enjoying it. There is some discussion we've got to have, because they want to make sure that they're being apolitical and all that sort of stuff. I reckon I can wear both hats, but maybe that's my naivety showing. I can wear both hats, but we've just got to see how it goes forward and how it all sort of works after that. Now, I've been on Shubs today. Shubs is the first media one who grabbed a hold of me to be able to have this discussion. And I believe Leah Panapa wants to have a bit of a Talador, bit of a chat tomorrow. So I'll be on the show then. And I think it'll be around about 1 o'clock, 1:05 p.m. there. We've got Bro there. Bro saying, Ku Papa! Ku Papa! Hey, and that's all good. We'll have a chat about that term later on. All right, so Seki. Thank you, brother. I love the hospital pledge. I think I can still wear both hats, but I might be being naive. And as a team, that's something which we're discussing around what I can do, what I can't do. It's all that sort of buzz. No problem. With New Zealand First, as many of you will know, I fought against them in that later 2010 stage, and the the Ainsley, yes, fair enough. Ainsley there, great news short story. A short story is a good story. Elliot, stop waffling. Yes, fair enough, fair enough. Uh, I watched them. They fixed up a lot of things that they were about, which I did fight against. And you would have seen some of them actually really confronting some of those issues previously. And good on them. Good on them for doing it. I spent 2 years after they had fixed up a lot of the things that I didn't like. They spent 2 years after that, and I watched carefully the policies and who was supporting them. There's a lot of people there who I absolutely trust as well, and I love it. I love what they're speaking of. Again, the big pillars: common sense, social conservatism, patriotism, patriotism, loving your country, all right, and nationalism, placing New Zealand first. It's in the name, but here I love it. What it got to a point, and some of you made this comment before. Trev, you were one of them, but people made this comment saying, oh, Elliot, you're starting to lean towards New Zealand first. And I'm going to be straight up. I was not aiming that way at first, but it just got to the point where what do? You either just ignore them, or you put your money where your mouth is, and you got to step forward. You got to take the fight. You know, so I had to. I put it through. A great team. Really loved it. Good vibes as well. The team as well. So yeah. What was I gonna do? Ainsley, I hope that's short enough. Is that pretty good? Ketone fueled violin girl. Long time no see. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that like keto? Great name though. Great name for the YouTube. And then we've got Ilimai Langahitau. Also, Elliot, New Zealand First Party, 100% for the next elections, 2026. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got Michael. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Trev, make nationalism great again. Totally agree. Totally agree. Make nationalism great again. I absolutely agree. Why not? You know, why? Why can't we just love our country? Do you know in the 2010s, we were told quite often by the left that we shouldn't love our country. We should not love our country. I have to say, how friggin' dare you? If you don't like our country, sweet, rock off, go somewhere else. Go Afghanistan, go Gaza. But we love our country. We love our nation. We love our people. Even if our people don't like what we stand for, it doesn't matter. Right? That's one thing I do. I am someone who does stand hardcore for that, which is that love your nation. Love your nation, love your family, love your God. That's sort of how I roll. What have we got there? Congratulations, awesome. He's very good, thank you. Thank you, Hazy. Excellent, love it. Angela, well said. Finally, some integrity with politics. Albert, I appreciate that. One of the things that I got a question on Shubs was, something about being a good person, stuff like that. I am not a good person. I wish to say I was. But the idea of me as a Christian is that we know that we are broken. We know we suck. And the idea of Christianity is that we constantly fight and that we've got these objective pillars that we consistently measure up to. And we fight to make better choices for ourselves, for our people, for our country. That's one of the things I love about it, So it's really awesome. Chelsea, I was happy to see you joining NZF. They have been doing good things. Yes, totally agree, Chelsea. Totally agree. Absolutely. Blue Days, it's great. You're stepping into this, Elliot. Wishing you every success. I appreciate that. Marlo, appreciate that. Billy Brown, well done, brother. Billy Brown, oi, hey, a little bit of a celebrity there. We'll have to have a chat. We'll have a bit of a double chin wag at some point as well. I think that'll be really important. The Dawn of Azazel. This was a fire move. Well done. Time to be New Zealand again. Right? Hey, I think the time has come that we can be staunchly Kiwi, staunchly New Zealand, and make New Zealand great again. I absolutely believe in that. Don't be unashamed. We love New Zealand. So be it. Anyone else can get staffed. New Zealand is the boss country. It really is. Cherry butter, Philip Conroy. Oh, that's who that is. Hey, awesome. Can I just say that Philip Conroy did up a little post. He did and my gosh, I was very impressed with myself. I'll say, I don't think I'm that boss, but Philip Conroy has made this really boss post. If you go, I've actually posted it, but if you find it, you can find his one as well. That was awesome. Glenn, good on you, mate. The left will come for you, but we know you are ready. Yeah, and the left have come for me multiple times before. Hopefully I haven't done anything too dodgy. I don't think I have. And, even in that, I got asked about, are there any skeletons in your closet? And I was thinking, oh, well, I mean, you here, my audience here, you guys know I speak about my stupidity in the past when I was a scumbag little drug dealer, when I was engaged in really bad stuff. So I try to put out there my history when I was a youngin', where I can. I was. Whenever so I don't think there are any real skeletons in there. I'm pretty sure there aren't anyway. They will try. They'll look for some, but I don't think so. Ketone. I live on a ketogenic diet and I love playing the violin. That is very functional. It's such a functional word. Yeah, but your handle's awesome. Love the handle. Cofless, good one, Elliot. Stay the course with women's rights too. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Cofless. You're totally right. A man is a biological male adult. A woman is a biological human adult. She's female. We should not be doing. We need to protect our women. We need to protect our women's spaces as well. And I've got no problem being unashamed in that. In fact, that's right. I got cancelled from Twitter, and when it was Twitter back in 2016, I think it was. I think it was 2016, 2015, and I got cancelled for saying that trans women are men with a psychological condition to be treated with compassion but not obedience. And I got cancelled by Twitter for that. They said, nope, you must apologize for it, or you have to change it. You have to change your misinformation. Well, I haven't changed my mind on that, and every now and then I'll still post up what got me cancelled back then as well. No problem. We need to protect women, protect girls' showers and toilets. We need to protect their sports records. I'll be honest, I want to go a bit further. I want to get the records that have been broken by men to be removed and given back to our women, to our girls. We need to remove those records because those records were done by men. We need to give them back to the women. We really do. Marissa, yep, make New Zealand great again, lol. New Zealand goods for New Zealanders first. Bring back the prayer in Parliament too. Yep, totally agree. Totally agree. And, the politics as well. New Zealand first. I'll be fighting as I can. God willing, I get into Parliament, but if not, I'll fight. You know this. I will fight in Parliament. I will fight out of Parliament. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. Yeah, but with the support with great people like yourself, we can get in there. We can make it happen, and I can take those fights there too as well. All right. Kay Melton, love your politics. Watch the media. Bet you don't make news tonight. Yeah, probably right. Although someone sent me an article by Facebook. I couldn't connect onto it because I'm on Facebook. They banned me. They banned me from New Zealand Herald and from Stuff. I think they banned me from those pages from Facebook. And it's like I've never I've never sent anything rude or disgusting. I've never put out any swear words when I put posts on there at all. Nothing. I do come back and I do, put down what I can see going on, facts and figures. But the man, they just couldn't stand it. Shocking. Chelsea, right? You can't approve yourself if you don't think you need to prove. Yeah, nice. Oh, well said, eh? Whenever you get someone who says, no, all good, we good. It's like, ah, dude. I work in a space where we say, no, we are always needing to learn new things. And if we think that, no, we've got it sussed, time to move on, y'all, time to move on. All right. Blair, awesome. Where are you standing? Blair, don't know yet. They have to go through, New Zealand First go through their process to see where they might go. It's probable, if I do get given an electorate, it's probable that it will be Takanini, but I can't say anything one way or the other. They've got their own processes to go through. Lee Smith, congratulations, Elliot. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate that. Hey, fighting together, always good. Confliss, and with you and Alfred now in the pool of candidates, all good things will be with New Zealand First. Yeah, I think that those of us who stand for godly aspects as well, as fractured as we are, I think that the Christian bloc is a necessary the Christian people of New Zealand, we need to bring, I think, Christianity back into politics. And a lot of people are not allowed or they're told that they're not to do that. I notice with Labour. Labour has people who I believe are Christian, but they don't seem to be able to bring it in. Yet when I think about Matua Shane, Matua Winston, they use words such as the Bible. They use words such as Acts, and I've heard them. They bring up verses, and I love that. I think, why? What's wrong with that? Why can't we talk about it? What was National Party? National Party, they seem to ensure that Eid, they say Eid Mubarak, but for Easter it's bunny rabbits and eggs. Whereas for the Muslim holidays and that, they are very reverential. They'll talk about a deep time of holy Ramadan and stuff like that. But for the Christians, nothing there. So, nope, very happy in terms of that as well. Mark, nobody trusts an ex-cop. I mean, I don't know. Some trust ex-cops are decent, I think, but I feel you. I understand. I think that one thing which I want to do, which is to help bring trust back to the police. I do. We all know that the trust was broken hard. It was already wavering in that 2010s era, but 2021, 22, we saw it get broken hard. 23 even, Posey Parker, we saw it got broken hard. So I want to help build that trust back, and sometimes you need to get in there and have some rough chats, eh? Have some rough chats about it. Dave, I like Elliot. I hope it will be a good move for him in the country. If I get into the parliament, yep, I hope I will be honourable and do the right thing, Dave. I can't see why not. One thing though is, and again, some of you will know this. I have burnt myself in order to help out our nation. And if you know, you know. But it's something which I've been cancelled before, been attacked many times. I think I've got enough scars on the body to be resilient to it, and so far so good. This here is a fight where hopefully we can get in there and really win our people for our people. Chris, good on you. Cheers, appreciate that. Pākehā Council. Hey Elliot, hey, Pākehā Council, good to see you. Good to see you. Kariana Black, great decision. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rodney Lake, g'day, Rodney. When do parties have to announce their list? I want to know if you'll be number 2 or 3. Hey, you'll be taking on like Casey or Mato Shane. Woo! Hey, there'll be a fight for sure. But sure, hoping to. But and those of you who know me, I will fight in any which way, wherever I am. I will fight, and I think that's the important thing. And I love, there's this funny thing. I like. It sound weird. I get seen around the country for work, and I actually like not sitting in the koru club. I don't know how that's gonna sound. Maybe it's gonna sound like I'm being a bit of a wanker, but I do. I just like sitting out there with the crew anyway. It's just nothing wrong with being koru club, by the way. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying I'm not dissing it whatsoever. But if you see me in the lounges, hey, come up and say hi. even if you disagree, let's have a good, strong chat about that. So thank you, Rodney. Man, that was a base tweet. Bet it would stay up now. Yes, yes, I purposely put it up there. That's that trans women are men with a psychological condition to be treated with compassion, but not obedience. Yes, yep, yeah. I put it up there before and it's been left there. Elon Musk, I believe, has been the man to protect free speech on our social media platforms. I don't think anyone else has. I think President Trump and the crew on Truth Social, they did, don't get me wrong, great job there. But in terms of those very mainstream ones, Elon Musk has protected free speech. You can say what you want about him. He protected free speech at a time where free speech was about to be removed from social media. Only after he did what he did with X, or Twitter that became X, only then did the other ones start to step forward and go, okay, we will allow people to have their free speech rights. James, women shouldn't be allowed to vote or hold political office. Women are wired for child rearing and bearing and can't hold strong lines and buy into the cult of niceness. James, I do disagree with that. I think that they should be allowed to vote or hold political office. I know that you've got that very strong based opinion on it, and I got no problem arguing. We'll have to get you on the show. We'll have to have a debate on that. But I think that they should. I don't think there's a problem there. All rights are equal, universal. That universality above a certain age of 18, I think it is, minimum age to vote, all good. What do we got? Tihi, Ti, Teihi, Te Amo Loneko. Any nue who support this laho? Well, thank you. Thank you. Hey, but yeah, I think there's a little bit of support, and in fact, we just had a great new auntie who just put on there a bit of support there. But hey, it's all good. And what's some of the comments? Kupapa. Some of them will say, "Hey, come get your uncle." Hey, anything like that. It's interesting, but when it comes to the Niue or even the Pacifica environment, I always love to bring this up, which is uh, most people don't know this, but I'll let you know. One of the two big reasons that Pacifica will just vote for Labour as in order to, they're trained to from birth. We are trained to vote for Labour. One of the reasons is the Dawn Raids. The Dawn Raids during those 70s when we had overstayers, and yes, it was appropriate that the overstayers were removed and taken back to the islands. The way which it was done was quite brutal, very brutally done, very much a hunt, very much a gain for it. Now, what most people don't know is that the Labour Party were the party to start the Dawn Raids. Most people don't know this. But one of the big reasons why Pacifica vote obediently to Labour is because they think that National Party started the Dawn Raids and that the Labour Party were protecting them. That is not the case. It was the opposite. The Labour Party started the Dawn Raids. It was under Norman Kirk, and indeed, during her wonderful Ifonga moment, Jacinda did not tell us that her father was one of the OG Dawn Raiders. Is one thing that was not really brought up at all. So it's one of those things that do come up from time to time about Pacific involvement as well. Ketone feud, violent girl, absolutely bring back prayers. I totally agree with it. James, Elliot, you've banned me on X. You've blocked me. Sad. Oh, did I? Ah, yes. I think I blocked you. There's only a few reasons why I will block someone on social media. One is if they are starting to engage in violent behavior, as in trying to seek violence. James, that's not what you did. Uh, but one reason is if they're starting to desire assault or violence upon other people, myself, but more so other people within the chat. Another one where I'll give warnings if they're giving highly smearing. Basically, if they're defaming, I'll remove for that. The other one is, I can't remember the other one. There's another one. I can't remember. Again, I'm being a bit fast, but I can't remember. James, I think you came in under that one, and I had to ban because of that. But look, I will unban. I will find you on X, and I'll unban you. Trick King, have you had sexual assault charges? Never, 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 never. And there would be no reason to. Yeah, got nothing else to say on that one. Let's see, James Rossiter, you're on New Zealand Herald. Can I send you screens of WhatsApp and send you message there ages ago? Yeah, go for it. I will. I apologize. I'm going to apologize to everyone, and I want to say thank you. I've had a lot of messages on WhatsApp as well. I can't. I'm trying to get to them, but I'm going to pull a Pauline Hanson. Pauline Hanson has been apologizing about not being able to get to all the messages on WhatsApp and X. I will do my best, but I'm one guy, and what I will say is my heart is being made full by everyone sending well wishes and messages. I want to say thank you so much. I'm going to start pushing, make sure I do more live, so I engage in more discussion around these things. And I want to just say thank you for your messages. I read them. I do want to say that. I read your messages and I do my best to reply back to them. I apologize if I haven't gotten back to you yet. All right. Mike, you're a good man. Make New Zealand proud. Thank you, Mike. I always want to try to be a good man, and I always try to make New Zealand proud. Hey, awesome. I want to make these people proud too, as well. They are where I get my strength. And whew, don't want to get weepy, don't want to get emotional. But yeah, there's some people who I wish were here to be able to see this pushing on forward, But it's all good. Okay. Blink, blink, blink. Let's carry on. Carry it on. Murray, bring it on. Hooah! Hard, brother. Hard. Let's get it going. And can I just say, Murray is one of the deputy mayors of New Plymouth, and I also was very honoured to be able to see him, and I'm very honoured, very humbled to see Max as well. He is the mayor of New Plymouth. I believe it was last week. Just really awesome, really great time there. James, Catholicism and Christianity. Great discussion to have. New Zealand was founded by England. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, and I'm going to put you on up there as well, James, just to carry on with them there. Faye, such exciting news. Well done, Elliot. Love what you are doing. Thank you, Faye. Really appreciate that. Bronwyn Searle, well done. Bronwyn, Elliot, New Zealand. Awesome. Bronwyn, good to see you. Haven't seen you for ages. Very cool. And at least, Elliot, respect your religious choices, but don't alienate those of us who don't share those views. Absolutely, Ainsley. Great point to bring up. Really important point to bring up, too. And, it's been quite wonderful working with my Hobson's Pledge team and supporters. Many of them are atheists, and many of them are agnostic, but many of them are atheists. They don't hold to any. They don't believe that there is a God out there. And I respect that fully, 100%. One of the great things I think about Western civilization, that pairing of Judeo-Christian principles, ethics, and morals on top, along with the ancient Greek democracy styles. That's Western civilization, and what those two pillars have been able to do is allow people to hold thoughts, atheists, agnostics, socialists, communists, being able to have those thoughts there. Having the freedom to have those there, to fight against even Christianity or that, and I think it's a wonderful thing. One thing I like about being a Christian is I should be able to defend the Bible. I should be able to defend Christianity without having to go to the Bible as a source of authority, to be able to have those discussions. So, Ainsley, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I've got to be able to make sure I respect those choices as well. Yep, well said. Chelsea, if we vote for someone, it's because we want their beliefs to be expressed and how they represent us because we share those beliefs. Oh, yeah, nicely said. Well said. Well articulated. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. And that's the thing. I think, what was it, Luxon? I'm not downing anyone here, but if you say that you are, in this case, a Christian, but you don't espouse Christian values and you don't stand by them and you don't make it a present threat, then well, that's the point upon you? What's the point of you? It's the policies that you have to make. Sure, there's a pragmatism that has to be allowed within politics. Of course there is, but hey, don't try to hide away from what you are, and don't try to say what you're not as well. If you're gonna bow down to Indian gods, then you know. Anyway, Crowflake, it's all good to be in the Koru Club if the tax and ratepayers aren't paying the sum. Yay! Fair enough. Fair enough. Good point. Good point. Nah, all good. All good. Chelsea, it's alienating for only atheistic beliefs to be allowed to be freely expressed. If we vote for Christians, they should also be able to freely represent us. Great. Great. Well said. Well said. Well articulated. I love it. Peter Dunn, all the same company thieving mongrels. Okay. Woo! Peter, and he drops green banana. I don't know what that refers to, but sounds like a fun conversation. Chelsea, there was no candidate for my electorate last election, so I just threw it on animal rights. Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Good on you. Yeah, good on you. I remember that. I remember that party. I don't know if they're still around, but yeah, I remember them. Blair, great news. Very happy you have joined New Zealand First. Elliot Lee. Thank you, Blair. Really appreciate that. Marie Frost, good man. Mahalo, thank you so much for that. Blair Wells, you obviously feel New Zealand First really support your values. Yes, I do. I do. Absolutely. As many of you will know, I fought against them in the 2010s area. But seeing what they've done to really clean things up and to fight hard for the people, common sense, patriotism, nationalism, social conservatism. These are the pillars that man, oh, what do you do? At a point there, I was thinking, why am I not fighting for this team? At a certain point, it was, either I'm fighting for it or I'm just off to the side doing what I do, which I love doing. But sometimes you got to take on the leftists' attacks upon it and head down, take the scars, take the hits, and make things better for people in our country. So be it. That's the case. Doug, all the best, and looking forward to you join the team in Parliament. If I get in there, Doug, I'll be exceedingly honoured and proud as well. Pākehā Council, all honour to the multi-Pākehā generations who have maintained the faith of significance and power. But you know what? I know some people be looking at, how dare you? Hey, and when I talk to different TikTok creators, for example, they'll say, "No, we didn't see sovereignty. Pākehā have to pay it for the rights to use our area, our land." I accept it all. And this is free speech, eh? Is being able to come together, have a good, strong discussion and chat, and be able to have these different points of view, and not get into a hissy fit. Don't, how dare you? Have a discussion on the merits of everything. That's what it's about. Kariana, I don't like Hubs's pledge views, but our nation is in trouble. Time to get the main things right. What is right? Yeah, I love that. I love that, Kariana. Great. Yep, love it. I support Hubs's pledge. I fight for them. And I absolutely honour anyone who doesn't, but wants us to engage in the discussion. This reminds me of, the original Māori Party, the powerful one. The original one was a source that was race-based, and they were unashamed about that, but they were also seeking pragmatism. They weren't looking to overthrow the government. They weren't looking to bring in socialistic and communist style of policies. They weren't looking to create a racially segregated New Zealand. They just wanted the best for their people. Can't deny it, and they've fought hard for it. I honour them. The Te Pāti Māori are extremists, they're racists, their levels are out there, and not only that, they're lazy. They're lazy. The numbers speak for themselves. You look at their record of turning up to Parliament at all. Honestly, if this was on the sites, man, they'd be kicked out. They'll be sworn at and kicked off. It's like, Jack, bro, get lost. You're not helping the team. They really would. Ash, so good, Elliot, you and Basi on Hiki Lee. Thank you. Appreciate that, Ash. Appreciate that. James, thoughts on any policies on Kiwis having kids and having to rely on foreigners to fill jobs? Are you still big on capitalism? Very quickly, because I've got to probably quicken this up and then probably finish. Very quickly, thoughts on policies on Kiwis having kids. I want a family-friendly policies. I want to be able to build families for New Zealanders. That's where we get that beautiful inculcation of New Zealanderism is to have the kids here. Not having to rely on foreigners to fill jobs. I think New Zealanders, we should be filling our jobs with New Zealanders first. All right, and if that means making it uncomfortable, hey, so be it. Let's get our Kiwis into those jobs. You're still back in capitalism. Yes, capitalism is the best form that we've got. I don't believe in theocracy, and that includes a Christian theocracy. I don't believe in theocracy. I think capitalism works the best. Longer conversation for that one. All right, let's have a look here. Okay. Whoo, team, that was a shotgun blast, hey? That was half an hour. And look, thank you so much for your messages. I really thank you for bringing stuff through. Keep doing it. Keep seeing through. I do read. I also try to read online. I know the rule is don't read the comments. Don't worry. I've got a nice. I've got lots of scars on the face from various things that have happened before. I also want to say thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you guys who disagree with me strongly. Even you guys who say, you Coop Upper, your Uncle Tom, your Coon, all of that. I appreciate you. Why do I appreciate you? Because it means I've got to refine, is what I'm saying and thinking correct? Can I defend it? And I think that's really valuable. So please bring it all up. It's not a problem. I'm going to make sure I do more of these. But in the meantime, God bless you. God bless your families. And God bless New Zealand.